After an episode that I found to be a bit disappointing, Burning Kabaddi really returns to form in episode 5 and delivers a very fun watch. What's up, y'all? It's your man, that dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Burning Kabaddi, I will be reviewing every episode, and I'll talk about other anime too. You know the missing things, so go ahead and hit that button. Also, feel free to follow and hit me up on Twitter at @DadDudeAnime. We are finally to the point in Burning Kabaddi where new teams are going to be introduced, although I shouldn't really say finally because we're only 5 episodes in, but new teams being introduced means new, interesting characters for Noke and Hai to go against. Is it Noken or Nauken? I'm pretty sure it's Noken Hai, but the high school that our main characters are going to, so you know what I'm talking about. But we have new interesting characters for Noke and Hai to go against. In episode 5, that new interesting character is obviously Ren Takeya. He is the beast for Sowa High School. He is basically Sowa's version of Tatsuya. He is tall, athletically gifted. He has experience in a prior sport where he was very dominant, and then he transitioned into Kabaddi. And he is also every bit as cocky as Tatsuya, if not more so. Takeya was at some point the #1 swimmer in all of Japan, so like Tatsuya, he is already very accomplished when it comes to athletics, and he is even able to look down on Tatsuya to some extent because he accomplished more in swimming than Tatsuya did in soccer. So you can kind of talk shit to Tatsuya, say, yo, I was #1, and that is why I quit and found Kabaddi. Why did you quit soccer when you never actually reached the top? That is a legit criticism of Tatsuya because he quit soccer because he was frustrated with his teammates, not because he accomplished all that he could within soccer. And Takeya also has the ridiculously strong ability where he can maintain his cant for like a minute and a half, which is obviously a holdover from his swimming days. Like, strong swimmers have crazy strong lungs, and that is a big advantage of Kabaddi because he can go in the raid for much longer than most other people can because he can maintain his cant for a minute and a half. So that allows him to go into a raid and strategize in the middle of doing his raid and maybe catch people off guard, and just all around it is a crazy strong advantage if you were able to maintain your camp for a minute and a half. Where I believe Tatsuya says he can barely hold out for 30 seconds. That means that Takeya can go on the raid for 3 times as long as what Tatsuya can. I really like that the first team Noken goes against has someone who was a near carbon copy of Tatsuya because it shows Tatsuya that he isn't really that special. Takeya is someone who is every bit as athletically gifted and physically gifted as Tatsuya is, and it offers him a chance to lose to someone for reasons that aren't experience based, because Tatsuya has had some humbling experiences, right? He has lost in Kabaddi when he first joined the team, and against Masato or against his seniors on the team. He has had humbling experiences, right? He's not like he came into Kabaddi and was just dominating, but most of his losses or humbling experiences have come due to just experience with the sport. He is new to the sport and still figuring it out and that kind of stuff. Takeya offers Tatsuya the chance to lose to someone not because of experience, but just because he was physically outmatched. And I think that can be a really good learning experience for Tatsuya, and maybe a true humbling experience when he can look at himself and be like, oh, I'm not as special as I thought I was. I am not just some guy who was crazy athletic, tall, and good reach and has all these physical gifts that everyone else doesn't. I am going to have to work even harder than I already am. And that's not to say that Tatsuya doesn't work hard, because he does. He has gotten into the sport and he has put a lot of effort into training. But I think it can be a valuable experience for him to lose to someone who maybe just physically outmatched him. In this episode, we learned that Masato is a member of the national Kabaddi team, and him and Kei have a history with the captain of Sowa's team, who himself is a member of the national Kabaddi team. I have a feeling that this is going to be a running theme throughout the rest of the show, where the schools that Noken faces are going to have a member of the team who is a member of the national Kabaddi team, because Masato even says that they wanted to split up and establish their own teams in different areas. The reason for why I don't think he mentioned, maybe that they just want to compete against each other, so they want to split up, establish their own teams, and go against each other just from a competitive standpoint. We don't know that yet, but he does say that they want to split up and establish their own teams in different areas. So I just think that's going to be the running theme throughout the show, where every school they go against is going to have someone on the team who is a member of the national Kabaddi team. They're probably going to be the captain of the team, and then we get to learn what crazy strong abilities that people who are on the national team have. Like Ren Takeya is the chief, the main raider for Sowa, but I can't remember the guy's name. But the captain of the Sowa team, he is a member of the national Kabaddi team, and we don't know yet what he is really capable of. So we know that Takeya is crazy strong, This guy is on the national Kabaddi team and he is the captain, so we're only left to assume that he is even stronger than Tatsuya, and we don't know yet what makes him so strong or so formidable, and I'm guessing we'll find that out in the next episode. Also, Kei does seem to have some kind of beef with the captain of Sowa's team, and you can't really blame the guy, being that the captain of Sowa's team doesn't seem to want to give Kei the recognition or acknowledgement of even calling Kei by his name. I mean, the blatant disrespect of calling Kei Ojo's friend instead of just calling him by his name, even though I'm pretty sure that he knows Kei's name, being that they have a history. So in the next episode, I do hope we get to see Kei earn some respect and recognition from the captain of Sowa's team. But that's all I have for you on this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It will help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video or if you disagree with anything I said, let me know why in the comments. We can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. And again, feel free to follow and hit up on Twitter @DadDoAnime. And I'll see you guys in the next one.